Hmm. Some pixel art. There's something out. Notifications. Stream is starting soon. Here, stream folder. I'm live on Twitch right now doing some pixel art. And maybe drop the link too, that's a good idea. And finally, drop it in the chat, stream chat. Live on Twitch right now with some pixel art. Send. Awesome. Oops. Hey, everyone. It's been a hot minute since I did one of these streams. I was going to spend my evening just doing some, creating some resources for a sewer level that I'm designing. And I thought, since I'm just going to be alone by myself, I could either sit down, do some doodles, listen to some hilarious podcasts or something, or I could try to get a stream in. It's been a hot minute since I did one of these. My life suddenly got very busy, but we should be getting back on schedule now. Famous last words. So, a basic premise of... So this is an area in my game. It is currently undergoing a big transition because I am altering it from a very, very different kind of area. It used to be that this whole thing was a kind of a Gothic town, which explained, and like Gothic with black cobble stuff. So you have like here pillars and a weird roof with like a skull and a gargoyle, and you have this cathedral, which I've kind of made it a bit more friendly looking, like I've softened out the textures. You have this fence here, which looks horrendous because I haven't updated it. You have a bunch of leftovers from back, like these pillars, this statue here in the fountain. A lot of leftovers from when this was a Gothic area. It's more of a Tudor architecture style now because it's supposed to be a bit friendlier. So I've updated most of the houses. I've done some changes to like the wall segments here, but I feel like it's kind of cramped together. Hopefully it looks better when the camera angle is appropriate. And the gimmick in this area, you can see that it's also just, it's very much not complete. For example, you have here water, missing some blend-in transitions, poisoned water. Also this, like, look at this. This is not water animation that you can put. You cannot ship this in a game. But the idea with this town is that it's going to be locked from certain areas, and you're going to have to continually change from going into the sewer and going into the surface. So you have like manholes here, you have a gate here, and there's going to be just a sewer pipe that throws this stuff into the ocean. And to create this sewer here, I'm going to need to create a lot of different assets. Mainly, I was thinking I want to have grates, like the ones I used in the boat when I made Snail. I want to change the wall texture. I feel like this is a bit too busy. I'm going to change the ground texture too, because this is very, like, it's just sort of, I feel like this shade, these shades of green and these shades of gray, they sort of clash, and they create a bit busier groundwork than you really need. As for the walls, again, too busy. Maybe I'll just soften out some of the lighting. Maybe it's fine like that, because you can see here in the it's on the right tile set, on the back walls. Like maybe this looks fine as the wall, because it doesn't have that little glimmer in the stone. But for right now, I'm mainly thinking I want to create some sort of water animation for like the running water, running sewage, trash, and all that. I want to create some pipes, and I want to experiment more with floors. So, to get started, when I said I wanted grates, this is what I'm talking about. Like just these little areas. They don't need to lead anywhere. It's just visually a bit different. Let's see. I think this works better in contrast, because you can clearly distinguish the walls from the floor. But I do think there's an issue in that it's clearly just mud. This I quite like, but it's too clean. And it's also kind of busy itself. Same with this. Way too clean. I'd have to shade this down. But the idea of just making this be a brickwork that's then sort of broken up with the water, that's not an idea I'm opposed to. This is the one I have right now. This is something I also wanted to experiment with, was blue cobble in the water, in the sewer. But that's the basic plan. I don't know how long I'm going to stream, but I'm hopefully going to get something done. So, to start, let's allocate some space to a sewer area. This seems fine. Here, turn this on. I'm also, because I'm a master of the craft, not using any actual pixel art resources, like a dedicated program to that. For that, I mainly use the built-in system, because I can't be asked to export a bunch of stuff. So, on the overworld, I used to have pipes in a cut lava area. They are here. Maybe I can reuse some of this in the sewer. Let's drop this down here. This ship is just here for when I created those interior... yeah, I can get rid of that. Here we go. Okay, so... see, here's the thing. I quite like this texture, although the lighting may not be workable. I do quite like the texture of these pipes, and I'm going to hijack them and shrink them. So let's just do away with all of this. Away with this. There we go. Create more space. There. There. Probably won't need this backlighting. The backlighting, again, this used to be a lava. There used to be a lava area. These pipes are from that. Hence the little red outline. It looked pretty good, but I just couldn't figure out a way to put that area into the game anymore. Man, I wish I could. I wish I would have learned earlier to just make the thing. Don't worry too much about it. And if it's bad, it's just bad. It's not the end of the world, because it really is annoying having to like overhaul projects in the middle of stuff. Actually, this might be a better plan. Just create new pipes altogether. I don't know. Oops. Oh, what did I do there? Okay, so I should probably center it. These are pipes that I'm going to hang on the wall, and I'm going to have to create some sort of transition piece for them for when they're actually hanging above the player. So the idea, let's drop this here for security's sake. The idea would be that the player, do I have a player? I don't have him here, whatever. Player's like walking here, and there's a pipe on a higher surface, so you would walk, and then you'd walk under the pipe to give the area sort of a depth of field feel, which I quite like when it's done. It's such a cheap effect, it's so easy to do, but I feel like it adds a lot of sort of pop to any area you do it in. For now, though, just pipes. And since this is the base of my sewer area, I should really be, there we go, taking all of this. And let's drop it here. Ooh, also, if I'm just going to do simplistic pipes, I should probably make them a bit visually distinguishable while I figure out the shapes. Like so. Alright, center wall. This isn't correctly placed at all. There. Okay, this goes here, goes here. It should probably open up now to a sort of, let's see if I can't get this looking right. Like have an exposed pipe at the bottom. That's a bit too much. Or not enough, let's see. If I do it like this, no, actually, if I do it like this, and then I drop this here in the middle, does this look good? Not really. The problem is it looks flat on a surface that's clearly supposed to have more dimension to it. So, what if we'll just remove the open pipe idea and replace it with a bend? It's probably a good idea. What's a good... This is a good height. That's not a good bend. That's a bit better. Drag it down a bit, drag it up a bit. No, this is not good. This should follow here. I feel this should be good. No, it looks too... it looks like such a tight squeeze. This looks better. I think I'll have to create the bend effect with lighting. No, that doesn't look good. That also makes it look a bit blockier. No, that doesn't look good. I may have to add a fourth color to this. No, what if I do it like... it looks too clunky now. Now it looks like the bend is a bit too big. Unless... I do it like this. No, that doesn't look good either. Now it looks like I'm trying to draw a square here, because I have the 2 dots in this area. I think there needs to be... Now it looks a bit too blocky again. It'll probably look better when I recolor it in some grays. And I can always put some slime or some plant life or something on it to hide it. So this should be fine. I'm not going to overthink this. Oh, wait, I have a better idea. Let's... My first open pipe idea didn't work, but this might be a bit better. So, like this. Yeah, this should look fine when I recolor it with grays. Alright then. Next. I probably don't actually need to do anything on the top one, because I can merge different different pipes. So one going here, one going here, and then I'll just create like a transition piece that like takes whatever is here, hides it, bends it, or drags it so that, you know, here you have the player. Boop, 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 boop. And then the pipe would just drag over him and create that depth of field effect I was talking about. So this is good. Pending tests, of course. But why don't I have those little dag nabbit? Come on. There we go. Top centered. Alright, then we just drop it in here. As for this, because it plops down here, the issue is, if I want to create that depth of field effect, here it is. Where is my player model? Well, player. There he is. If I want to create the depth of field effect, upper floor, room editor, the pipes can't go straight. Like, you know, here he's walking just oh, look, elevation in the level. Looks good, looks three-dimensional. The problem is oh, what? Why, there you go. Yeah. Yeah, this is a big problem. meaning I probably have to make the pipes diagonal or something, because the player's walking here just past these pipes, having a good time, everything's chill, and then he's under pipes. But outside of dragging further, these pipes don't give the indication that they aren't attached to the same plane as this one, because it's with the same effect. So I'll probably have to make them just a little bit bigger, like not this. Here we go. So like see, like this, and then we'll swap out the pipes for this little experiment. Okay, this does look a bit better, but I still think you need the pipes to go into a different direction, because again, you've already drawn the eye to this axis, and it'll probably feel weird. Hold on, let's actually set this level up appropriately. Take this, put it over here. Take this, put it over here. Yeah, this looks really weird. Doesn't it? I think this looks really weird. You go here, and just hiding the bottom of that. This looks bad. But it might look better if I put it just on the diagonal side. So let's try that. Drop this here. Here it is. Artificial walls. Yeah, this looks alright. And then here's our new pipe object. I do need to, let's see, it's here. This seems a bit, it'll probably look fine. I'm gonna say it looks a bit white, but probably it's okay. This is way too much. I needed a 45-degree angle. It won't work otherwise. So you drag that straight across. Let's make this pipe blue so that I can see it while I'm doing my little test here. And we'll build it to minimize the amount of spaces it'll actually cost me to have it on. Oops. I just said minimize the space, but you know, it is what it is. There we go. Hey there, I've loved watching your analysis videos. Hope you're having an excellent day. I am having an excellent day. Excellent evening, actually. And good news, I'll have some more videos coming up really soon. I'm going to have another Sekiro video, which I managed to procure the Sekiro expert, Lyrical Mimi, for. She was very helpful in making the original video come together. So I'm very happy that I was able to get her in that. It's a sort of story-focused video. Is this Escape from Tarkov? You found me again. One of these days. I think I'll have to go to like Mixer or something. Nah, I like the joke. But no, this is sadly not Escape from Tarkov. Okay, now... So this is actually just 4 pipes. Well, 4 pipes. This is 4 tiles. It's these 4. So, to continue our experimentation, let's just erase everything that isn't this. There's probably better ways of doing this, but, you know, when you've learned it the wrong way, as I have, you become accustomed to that. So, I think it looked like this. Let's see, it's top one there is in the top first, right? Ugh. Yeah. It's like, it's the Tetris block shape. You know, the... It's this one. Okay, so let's go back into our sewer. Let's go back up here. This is the specialized tunnels. Here it is. And let's create some pipes. This is, by the way, incredibly relaxing. I can't recommend doodling enough to people who will need to just unwind for a bit. Does this work? It goes up, up, up. Yeah, this works. Pans out. I'm wondering if the transition pieces line up properly, and they do. So these dots, it keeps on going, unbroken. It's kind of difficult having to do this and also explaining the process because it's so intuitive to me at this point. But it's fine. This does not look like a pipe, does it? This looks like some sort of blue thing. The real trick to this is getting a sort of 3D effect going on it. It works quite well here because this is very simple stuff. These are just straight lines. In this, it's a bit... What if I erase the transitions altogether and just make it like this? No. Like this. Is this... No. Okay, see, this... It has sort of a checkered texture to it, and it doesn't look quite right. So... Let's just fix that. Is this looking better? Let's check it out. The thing is, it's so painfully like made from little squares because there's no transitions in it. I'm wondering, I'll probably need to add more texture to it. But I'm also wondering if maybe it would be a good idea to just not have this be... No, it's better to not overcomplicate it. I was wondering if I should just have these pipes be straight too, so that you have a clash from the pipe work to the architecture. But again, I feel like that sort of collides with the setup I have in this area. Even though it probably would save me time making that. Alright, so let's toy around with some texture. What does this make? Is this anything? Nah, this is probably worse, if anything. Oh, wait. I'm being dumb. Why don't I just add more color to it? Surely that should fix it? No? Am I wrong? I'm probably not wrong. That can't be. Oh. There we go. Let's have a proper transition here. Up. Alright. This must be better. But again, I feel like the trick is to erase as much of the middle space as I can with better transitions. And I think this texture is kind of working against me at the moment. Is this good? No? This, I think, is alright if I can get colors that blend a bit better. And maybe I add, like, bumps like this along it. Or maybe I don't. Let's see. Yeah, I think this looks better. This definitely looks better. Let's find where is the sewer. Let's make that the starting room. No, let's actually not. Because I don't want to have to move the whole figure. I want to have to move the whole setup if I render it. Because I'm using 2 monitors. This joke will continue until one of us is dead. Now it looks beveled. Is this Snail too? This is the real game. Snail was just a test to see if all these different assets that I'd assembled, all of this stuff here that I'd put together, all of these objects, all of these sprites, if all of this stuff worked when I put it together. And I think like 80% of it did, but the other parts I had to fix. So Snail was an experiment for this game. This is the real thing. And it's gonna be really good. Hopefully. I have faith in it. I think this is, like, even if it's not, like, insanely good or anything, like, there's so much crap on those game stores already. I don't feel like this is any worse than a lot of what's being offered out there. And I don't mean that as a dig at, like, indie developers, but more so that at least it isn't shovelware, you know? Okay, this I think looks. This is the right way to do this. As many shades of, as many colors as I possibly can cram into this. So let's start getting it gray. Maybe this is a bit too light for what the area is going to be. Oh god. Immediately just I feel the texture. Oh, the transitions. It's not. I don't think these transitions are nearly as good as the blow-ons. Let's see. It doesn't look terrible. Also, it's gonna look good if I put, like, shadows here. And that shouldn't be a problem. So that you'll walk and then there'll be, like, a shadow cast over the player as well. But I feel I have to. I can't have more than one color of a given sort. So let's. What if we shrink it? Just as a little social experiment. We'll shrink the pipe. No, this looks. Just shrink it. Stop trying to change what you're doing in the middle of it. Erase this. Erase this, erase. There we go. And there. Wouldn't this look much nicer? I think this looks much better. Probably need to fiddle a bit more around with the actual lighting of the thing, though. But I think this is probably better than trying to spend 10 hours working on this. This is Snail the Painful. Ooh, that's a good one. I'll have everybody know, everyone who played Snail, I'll have you know that as player I'll have you all know that I've committed to an octagonal movement scheme. So not only can you walk in 8 directions, but you'll also get unique sprites for those other 4 directions, which Snail didn't have. And after I did it, I was like, whoa, this looks so much nicer. Why didn't I do this originally? Also, I think this is an okay walking animation. Yeah. And I probably should have had this darker skin color here to denote shading for the hair transition. I should have had that in the original game, in Snail. I don't know about this straw blonde hair he's got going on, though. I'll probably make it white again, like it was in Snail. So it'll look something like this, but it'll have this hair transition and this, I think this hair texture, I don't know if the stream is powerful enough to pick it up, but this hair texture is way better than this. So that'll be fixed. I think actually, like, he had the main character of Snail had the worst hair texture of any character in the game. Also, you'll notice that if I just find the down, here we go. This is the new standing still animation compared to the Snail one. You'll notice that I've massively increased the size of the hands, and when he's standing still, this looks way clunkier. Like it looks like he's like he looks disproportionate. It's a bit nicer. Like it also when he's moving, it looks way nicer when he's in an actual area walking. This looks much cleaner, but this is really limited at my animation range because the hands are as small as they are. So when he has to perform some actions like drawing a sword or something, it always looks weird when he does it with this model. I like it gray. It looks nice. Yeah, the pipe. We have to get back to that. I can't allow myself to get sidetracked too long. So let's see if I can make this pipe here gray too. I'm actually thinking, what if I make the pipes green? And not as a Mario reference, but more so as a way to sort of signal filth. See, I kind of like this. Maybe I can find a better transition color because this looks sort of neon-y. But I like the idea. No, but the thing is, it doesn't read as a pipe anymore. Like this clearly does because it has the big thing that everybody like, that funnel opening thing, Mario style. But this here, this doesn't. You walk under this and you're like, is that just a beam or something? So I can't do that. I'll commit to gray colors. And I'll just add some green goo and disgusting things as appropriate. You know, it's really funny. when I was younger and I wanted to make games, and I did all those. Everybody who makes games makes like 20 games that never finish and they never release. And in all of those, it was always the idea was always like nice flower fields and beautiful trees, and how can you like really impose upon the player this idea of a scenic beauty? But as I get older, I'm more intrigued by just like how can I get the player to walk around in trash, and like how can I make the player want to go into this disgusting little sewer area? Well, can I make the player eat an apple and then reveal to them that it wasn't apple, it was just poop? Stuff like that I find is much more it's maybe a bit childish, but I think it's much more fun to design that stuff. Uh, oh crap! I accidentally deleted the player. I hate how sometimes the game object that I was last interacting with stays active when I'm trying to make changes to the tile sets. But let's continue onwards. This probably is gonna look, it's actually might be a good idea to have this different shading on the above pipes than the below ones, because I feel it gives it a bit more of a sort of visual pop. Hopefully. But we have to make more pipes. One final test I'm gonna do though is this. No, not this. Can I make just this, and this, so that the lighting catches the top of the pipe rather than the side of it? Nah, doesn't look nearly as good. Alright, so let's take our new pipe object and let's plop it down. It goes like this. So I'll need to fetch this again. This will go up, but I don't need to worry about any of that. I just need to then make the outline here to capture all of this pipe. It needs to go here, here. Isn't this the same width? Yep. And I need to have a good seamless transition there. All right. So, no, it's the same issue again, isn't it? I have to figure out a way to create a perfect bend at the bottom. It probably looks fine. I'm probably overthinking it. Man, I hope I'm overthinking it. So it's like this, and I'll just erase this whole stuff. So that it doesn't distract too much. Looks flat. Probably I should add this. Does this do anything for it? Gives it a sort of a transition-y vibe. That's too much. That was good. So yeah, it feels like this might be where the two pipes are meeting each other. Should be like this. Nah. Realistically, the lighting probably wouldn't go all the way up there. But I don't know. I feel like it helps contrast and give like a bit of an yeah, let's keep it there. Okay, so now back on this. No, this does not work. How about this? No, this isn't anything. Okay, so let's just, yeah. Probably if I just add like a bit of this to it, it's gonna be fine. I feel like I have to do that all throughout though, but that might actually just solve my texture problem. Straight up. It'll probably look fine. Also, I should do a couple of these. Hold on. This. To give it sort of a dent feeling. Yeah, a bit of an indentation. Also, I've decided then, since I'm doing this, that rather than try and update the pipes backwards, I'm just going to move this all over here. And I might just use this pipe for both bends. If I can. Does this map properly? No, because this pipe has to be a bit below. Okay, that's okay. We can work with that. So it's like this, and then it's like this. There. There. How does this look? Is this any better? Did I fix it? Probably should actually place the pipes first. Here, and then... Ooh, no, this needs to come a bit lower, doesn't it? I do need it in the same elevation, because otherwise I have to create another pipe that's on the... Alright, that's fine. That's fine. We're not losing sleep over this just yet. So it'll be like this. Just experimenting a bit with this. Here's the issue with lighting. It's always kind of a hassle, isn't it? Alright, well, now I need to create... I'll probably have to create the whole square, I think. So just swap this out. Make this gray. There. Ah, but then this should also be flipped. With a light at the top, and then this can be reused here. This is actually in the wrong place though. It should be like this in the center, so I can just reuse that. And then this also exit at the center. Don't need this anymore. This is the same one, that's okay. It's this one that I need to flip. Like that. Oh, I got notifications. I always forget to mute my phone whenever I do these streams. Some say it brings us closer together. Some say it's really unprofessional and annoying. Who's to say who's right? Oof. I don't know about this transition piece anymore. I feel like it's not needed. Doesn't do anything for me either. But without it, it just looks so bare. Oh, whatever. I'll just remove the black part of it and that'll be fine. Yeah, that's fine. I can live with that. So now, this piece goes here. Ooh, this is a problem though. Now I need to move these pipes. How much do I need to move this? I need to move this a lot. It needs to move, I think it's like half the entire frame. That might increase the real estate on these, but that's fine. Can this work? Come on. Let this work. Yeah! Alright. This is a very unwholesome transition here. So let's dummy down the shading on these again. Oh, I don't have the line object equipped. LOL! Like that. And then every now and then I'll just drop one of these extra bits in. For that sweet metallic indentation effect. That should be fine. Ah, but it's not fine. Look at it. It looks like it's so zigzaggy. Ugh. Alright, remove all the indentation from this pipe. Ah, now it just looks flat. Okay. This is salvageable. This is salvageable. I don't know how, but this is salvageable. I'm wondering if... I really don't know how I'm going to salvage this, though. How can I make these pipes without adding, like, so many... like, the only thing I'm thinking of right now is if I can just take this pipe and rotate it by 45 degrees. This is what it would look like uninterpolated. Maybe I can make that work? Like, this is a bit too clunky right now, but if I just add this... Make it so that these don't touch. Do I need another color for this? Yeah, because again, it looks too straight. It needs to have like a round feel to it. That's why this is so good and this not so much. There is an object I have, which I did make, which does have that round feel to it. Which is diagonal. If I can find it. Or if I've already deleted it here. Okay. So this is, yeah, it's on this. I don't want that. That looks bad. I'm thinking, can I make something like that? Which is in the specialized tiles, perhaps? No, it doesn't seem like it. Nah. Doesn't seem like it. It wasn't in the movement tiles. No, there's no way. Well, that's fine. I'll figure something out. What if we do this and this so that they never connect, but I feel like also my chair is creaking more than usual today. Hold on, I'm gonna adjust the microphone just a little bit, maybe a bit of a bonk sound. There. What I need is this, basically. Like, I need textures to bend in this direction. So this would then need to go like here. No, it's way too much. If it goes here, something like this. Can this work? I don't hate it. I don't know if it has necessarily a round texture to it. But I feel like it sort of overcomes... it still looks flat. What if I tighten it up just a teeny little bit? So... No, it's going to look too flat. I swear, it's so close. It's so close to coming together. Do I have anything here that I can just pilfer from? No. Nah. Alright, so cheap trick, but what if I just add like a little, just a couple of little dark spots on these? This should not be. And then when I have the darker spots on the rounded, on the diagonal upper pipes, it won't look as jarring. Yeah, that's this one. Maybe not this much though. Just every now and then. Is this terrible? Is this awful? Maybe it's a bit too dark, but this general idea has legs. Also, what if I make it a green instead? And then it just kind of looks like mold. And then on this, I can also create mold to help me sort of smooth out the curves. Acer, you're a genius. Maybe, if it works. Let's get that green back. There. Okay, so a few little green splotches here and there. How does this look in the level? It looks fine. It doesn't... Maybe I need to commit a bit more to it. Maybe I need to make the pipes rusty. Also, this pipe is a bit too big. Yeah, I need to... No, it's not. I need to create a unique transition piece, maybe. Because you can all see, like, there's that one little... that little dot here. No, it's not too big. I just need to create another one of these which has a transition attached to it. So it's this. And then you just move this here. And you drop this there. Is it too big? The thing is, I can't afford to shrink it another one because I have so little space for the shading. But then maybe I make this pipe bigger. But then maybe that makes this whole thing look dumb. What if we make it rusty? How does that look? This is one of those things about doing pixel art that I would have never ever guessed in a million years, is that sometimes you can save terrible art just by changing up like one color value, and all of a sudden it's like, whoa, what is this? Where's my rusty colors? It's not here. I can use this maybe. I don't know, is this rusty? It's a little loud. It's a little loud. No, it's again. What if I just darken it out a little bit? All right, this is fine, and then I'll like increase the saturation a bit. I need higher saturation still. That's kind of like, again, this is rusted, but you'll notice immediately because of the higher contrast between the colors, it looks way blockier and way less smooth than it did when it was all silver. Nah, it doesn't work. Too many, too jarring. Does this work when it's green though? Does it? Nah, this doesn't work. The wall ones kind of do, but the moment it gets diagonal, it sort of loses its luster. That's okay, though. We're not done yet. What if I make it all a darker shade of gray? I have more grays, I think, on the color wheel than any other color because it's such a good color for making stuff with. Please? Nah. Oh! Okay. Another solution. What if I make the pipes just connect into the wall, and then I don't need to have these transition pipes? And then, let's go back to this idea. Once I put a shadow underneath this pipe, it'll probably look okay when the player walks underneath it. And if I make it... hold on. One final test before I give up. Oh no. There I go. Wait, what? Oh. Ew. Okay. I just realized that it's smaller than I thought it was. It was in that sort of ugly medium of having one pixel jut out on one side but not the other. Okay, so we just stop. I hate when you copy a color and then the color wheel keeps it selected. There. Clean this, clean this, clean this. Okay, so this. Is this anything? Did I stumble upon something? Nah. Again, it looks too blocky. This too. So let's just, again, smooth it completely out. And even though it looks way too clean now. Oh. Let's fix this. It's not worse. It's definitely not worse. One thought before I do any sort of overhaul, though, is I should probably have the pipes attached. Yeah, it's just probably going to look fine when you splatter it against the wall. Yeah, it's definitely something you can even notice. Very easy to see this. Hold on. Nah, it doesn't work. Gotta make it like this. And then like this, and you drop this down one more. How does this look? Ah, now see, this looks a little better. it also helps give it a sort of a rounded shape. But I do need to figure out, maybe I need to drag it out one more. Hold on, let's do it like this and drop it down another one. Oh, let's see. Nah, that's very blocky. But if it's so blocky, you can put like rivets in it. Looks kind of cartoony though. And it looks flat. It doesn't give it... I was really hoping for the pop. Do I need to... I probably need to shade it under. Yeah, like that. And I'll have to create like a way with their little rivet bolt things. No, it's too much. Really, it should just be here. Do it with this. Create some shadows there. I need another shade of gray. Can I use green? Nah. This is beginning to feel like a mistake. Oh, what's that? Ew. Diagonal pipes. I'll figure diagonal pipes out later. For now, let's figure out these wall textures. Maybe, you know, this is one of those things where once I get the wall textures right, everything else might just click into place immediately. So, first of all, because I still have these ones, let's move them over here for some experimentation. All right. I'm just cutting off the border right now. There you go. Oops. All right, so let's drag these. This is another reason I don't quite like working on diagonal tiles, is because it's so... You have to make these so many more. Like when it's straight, you just drag it all the way down. It's fine. But when it's diagonal, you know. Ah, I'm getting a headache. Hey, so here's a fun thing that happened to me. I got linked to some... I got linked to links people had shared of my video on various sites, my Sekiro commentary video. And just like happened with the Bloodborne video, the most common complaint was that my voice was really irritating. And I don't know how to take this anymore. That looks terrible because it's not properly formatted for this. No, it's not good either. Is this it? No, it's like this. Yeah, I don't know how seriously to take complaints about my voice anymore, because sometimes I get a comment that's like, "Oh, your voice is so pleasant. It's so nice. You sound so friendly." But other times I'll get a comment about my voice and it's like, "Hey, it's a Borat. How's it going, Borat?" Alright, so What does it look like if I just put a slightly lighter shadow here instead? Wash this out a bit. Not enough, though, I don't feel. I mean, really, this isn't any, like... Yeah, this is probably... Okay, so if we swap these tiles out now, what do we got going for ourselves? I would have to change the bottom ones. I think there's no way I can keep them this bright. So let's do that. Top ones too. Even though it creates like a nice border, let's try to keep that effect without ruining it. Well, I mean, these stone cobbles on the top are completely ruined. You can't tell what they are. But these other ones, this is alright. Alright, but I don't know. Is it great? I feel like one of the issues is that the town, like I said in the beginning, this used to be sort of a Gothic town. And the actual exterior walls here were these walls. But now that I have this a bit friendlier one, which is, the more I look at it, it's like unfinished. You can see there's just a gray line here. But the more I look at it, the more I don't like it. The more that I have it here, the more I feel like it doesn't work. And I've also sort of convinced myself that I'll need to change either that or this or both of them, because they certainly don't work in harmony with each other. I'm gonna get a cup of coffee. I'll be back in 2 minutes. Alright, while we wait for the coffee to make itself ready, let's see. This is gonna look good because I just realized whether... Oh, what? I don't have it? Darkness. This is what the game is gonna look like when you're actually walking through this area. I'll need to sharpen up the lines on the top parts of the walls, but when you're walking through here, this is what you're going to be seeing. So it's gonna look fine. This, by the way, for those of you who played Snail, this is how darkness in that game worked. I love this. I love zooming out from these games because you might have been paranoid, maybe a bit stressed, walking in the darkness of that scary school area with the ghoul monster pick guy thing following you. Meanwhile, just a little outside of your periphery, this is what's going on. Hold on, let's actually, hold on, this is gonna be good. This, hold on, in the player texture, there. So let's do both of them. This is literally what walking in the darkness looks like in the like in Snail. Ah, it's so dumb. My coffee's ready. 1 minute. All right, now we're ready. But yeah, this is what this is so good. It's good because it's goofy. Video game solutions are the best when internally they are the dumbest. All right, so I just need to sharpen up these. No, actually, let's be a bit smarter with this, because it's an opportunity to do it again, but do it a bit easier. Let's not have it be a weird stone texture on the top. Let's have it be just a straight up corner, because that's how every other interior works. There. That's fine, just drag it like that. Like that. And like that. Crap. I need to, I probably don't need to fix this. I don't think I extracted anything from it which has been dropped into any area. Doing this cleanup. I'm not using this texture, so it doesn't matter that I drew on it. This is such a cross discipline practice for me. I don't know if this is how other people design games, but when I do like videos or when I'm doing game design or whatever, like half of my time is devoted to making stuff, the other half is devoted to fixing stuff. And I think, like, unironically, that might be the optimal way of making things. Computer's rendering a bit, so I'm gonna get a coffee. Because, like, for those of you who played through Snail, Might surprise you to hear that it was only a snail-focused game near the very tail end of development. Originally, it was about a meteor which landed in the swamp and started corrupting stuff. But then, I was like, oh, but snails, that's a bit weirder. That's a sillier concept. Why don't I do that instead? And what happened was, the demo was supposed to end in the snailery, where you meet the giant red snail, which was originally, by the way, just another massive sidetrack here. The big red snail in the snailery was originally the first boss in the cave area in the village, where you just have to burn it with your torch, and then you could get the stuff. It's currently like that big spider enemy. The issue is, I couldn't get the snail moving to attack you because I designed it to be a bit too intricate. Would have taken such a long time. So, like if I wanted to create attack animations. So I dummied it out and just created that spider that's there currently. And I had it lying around for the longest time. And then it made its way into the game as the I think it's called like the Nightmare Guide or something like that. Nightmare Guide's Luck, I think. But yeah, so that's the fun story of how that came about. But originally, that thing was just sort of existing in the files. I had no idea what I was going to do with it. And then when I made it more snail focused, I was like, probably should put this somewhere. But originally, my avatar from the beginning of the of Snail would have just popped up in the snailery and been like, well, that's all, folks. Thank you for playing through the experiment. I would have designed a better encounter, but I ran out of time. Hopefully, you're interested in this. Hopefully, this was fun. Enjoy. Bye-bye. But then, because I delayed the game by 2 weeks, as some people may remember, what happened was I played through it and I was like, that's such an uninteresting and such a massively disappointing way of concluding this. I really owe it to myself to actually make it work, to make a good conclusion to this. So I went back and I did just that. And the mansion, which was always there, I finally found a use for. I don't know about this texture. It has the same issue as the thing here, where it's just a gray line. But we can fix that. This good? Okay, this almost good. What if I just do like this? And this, and then this, and I just do this. Draw it a little bit more. Oh, I can't wait to be done with this game, because I have so many different ideas I want to work on. But that won't happen until this is done. Alright, here's the thing. I know this looks like crap. Like, legitimately, this kind of looks like crap. But when you're in the level, having this as a border, I think that's workable. I think that's fine. The bottom cobblestones, though, are they too bright? I'm not darkening them up. That's the thing. If I make them darker, then I just have a very bland and boring wall texture. If I have to change them around, I have to create something different, some different kind of texture. Maybe some sort of... I don't want to attach the walls to the texture directly. coffee. Probably not. Like, look at this. He's walking, going through it. Keeps going. Obviously, the pipe won't be above the darkness when the darkness is in the correct object depth. Right, this is at least way better than it was. I'll give myself that much. So, let's... Oops. Do not want laptop mode on. I hate the fact that every time I boot up the old Game Maker 2, it automatically drops it into laptop mode. It's so annoying. Here we go. Nah, let's keep that there. Let's have this back up here, and that frees up all of this real estate. And I'll just redraw everything by hand, I suppose. I like keeping things a bit tight, so all the sewer assets are going to be roughly in this area. Like how the lighthouse assets, they're just this. The school assets, they're also just in this sort of cluster here. Here's a tree that I'm working on. I wonder if I can actually find that again. Interior. Let's write that right. How about interior, house interior. Yeah, here it is. Here are all the houses in that town. And obviously you will only be able to see one of them at a time. Here's the tree that I'm working on. Haven't finalized what I'm going to put at the end here. Probably won't be this thing. Also, spoiler alert for the game, I suppose. But like, if you're here, you've already been like, yeah, you have to assume there's going to be spoilers. Alright, drop this. Does this transition still work? I think so. Yeah, it works. Okay. This and this. Just fixing things up. Yeah, this looks nice. This looks real good. I understand why, what's that dude's name? Painter guy. Real friendly. His name is Bob something. I understand whatever his name is, why he was always like, "Ooh, we'll just place a happy little bird there." It's really hard to do commentary when your mind is you're just thinking about like drawing stuff. Hopefully I'm not boring anybody. Hopefully everybody's just like having a chill time. There. And drop this. And here. Ah, now this looks nice. And add there. Now I have the complete set, so I can just transfer it over. Oh man, it only picks one. That's nonsense. Well, there. Probably just finish doing that later. For now, let's figure out the floor tile. Now that I've updated the walls to be a bit more what we're looking for. Does this work on any level? I wonder. There's a certain charm to this. I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of love having this blue floor out of nowhere, but I also think there's no way this is working. Not unless I maybe have the whole floor flooded, but then I need to animate this really pristinely, and I'll have to create some sort of splashing water effect whenever the player moves. Alright, let's see something else. Yeah, this is the one. Not the colors, though. They need updating, but this is the texture I'm going with. Isn't this it? Yeah, that's it. So, what's the issue with it? Is it too bright? Yeah, it's not that it's too bright. I think it's just too clean. Can I just throw some dirt in it and call that a day? Holy crap, maybe I could. I don't hate this. Let me see. Maybe just one, like change one shade up. So it's like this. No, like this. Ooh, I don't have a good gray transition piece there. This is obviously way too much. But like, see, I also like this because you sort of lose the cobblestones, and it just feels like an overgrown, sort of mossy, dank area. I actually really like this. But no, I can't use this. I have to have... No. Hold on. Let's test one more thing out before we co-sign ourselves to something. I have quite a nice floor. Now this is timber, but what if we were to just spruce it up a little bit with these colors and get some of this going on here, and then we were to... Does this work? Nah, it doesn't work. This, I think, is the best I've done. I just need them a little bit darker, don't I? Fine. Let's see. I can just mix a slightly darker gray. I don't like doing that, though. I don't like adding colors. I feel like it's such a crutch. But, you know, when it makes things look nicer. See, this is immediately much better. What if I make it also green? Okay, see, I love this. How can I make this work? Because this is such a this is such a weird SNES feel. No, I can't. It has to be boring and gray like this. Sorry, chat. Sorry. Ah. Ugh. I know. I got it. I'll have like a soft, very soft green filter over the entire play area so that it'll have just a slight sort of sickly green tinge to everything. Hold on, I gotta write this down in the design docs. You obviously can't see that because I'm not doing it on camera. I'm doing it in a book. Merchant land sewer. Add green filter to entire sewer area? Question mark. And then maybe I'll have some fun mechanic where if you manage to clean up the impurities in the sewer, the green filter will get less and less. That might work. But now this, I think, for now, I should say, I think this is where it's at. So let's get to the moving tile set. And get cracking on that, shall we? I've never used these tiles for a moving tile set. That's ridiculous. Ugh. I wish I had. I could have just copied it and pasted it, but whatever. That's... Oh, what am I doing? These are old backups. I can move these. As you can see, my pixel discipline is not the strongest. I should have designed this with the full range in the get-go, so it would be just like this big, this big, this big, and then I had a lot of space to work with. But I didn't, and it's too late to complain about that. So it's like this. No. Hold on. Save that there. That's fine. Let's base it on this. No, let's base it on this. I feel like it's less to delete. Nah, but the water though. Ah, fine. This one. It's got that purple sort of toxic feel coloring to it. Oh, here we go. This is not anything. And I drop it here. That's all right. Okay then, so it's here. No, that's it. Copy and I need to save this up. Wait. I need to save all of this up. Is there any part of the pink that's not saving? There we go. Okay. Drop that there. Now I can get started. This. Let's have a white grid so I can see what I'm doing. There. There. This goes here. Oh, making tile sets. Moving tile sets. The worst part of my life. God, have the strength to save me from this. Because I really hate doing this. Thankfully, most of the hard work is already done because I have this whole thing set up. But it's still not optimal. Wait, no, that's wrong. Shouldn't it be flipped? Is it just mirrored? Well, what do you know? Okay, then it's just this. And it's this one. Here. And finally this. Alright, now we're cooking. Just delete all of these. And once I've set this up, I have to cut the stream. I've accidentally gone on way longer than I was planning to. Such is often the case when drawing. I was going to read some comics before I went to bed, but apparently that's not happening. Oh crap, is this misaligned? No, that curve is there. Okay. Whew. There's nothing as annoying as having to retrace pixels on a moving canvas. Okay, so we'll fetch this back. Alright, it goes like this. Yeah. But first, we have to get all of this stuff. Erase all the non-essential parts of that, like so. No, that's nothing. And it's what? Yeah, it's this cross here. Nice. 1, 2, 3. Let me drop all of these. What's going on here? Why don't these align anymore? Okay. Nah, but for real though, why don't these align anymore? This is really annoying. Oh, right, because I kept copying that one over. I'm dumb. Sorry, everyone. I'm just, I'm what they call a really stupid guy. Yeah, it's here. But we need to get rid of these little white splotches that made their way through the deletion phase. Deleting phase, deletion phase, whichever. There. And finally, we drop this. And now we have a sewer, sort of water. Maybe now I can finally use my my greens, which I love so much. Can I import some new colors to it though? Yeah, I'm missing the good greens. Give me the screen. Let it fall down. Come on. What time is it in Iceland? It's 10 minutes until 12 a.m. No, 12 p.m. Like the 001. Sprites. Where's tiles? Where's tiles? World tiles. It's in the specialized ones, isn't it? Specialized. No, it's not. Oh well. I'll just use these as placeholder. Yeah, it's good, isn't it? Oh yeah, look at that. It's real good. Alright, so it's gonna be like an annoying 5 minutes of having to set up this animation. But it's gonna be worth it because this is gonna look pretty good. Let me just save this. Oh, thanks everyone for joining the stream. Thanks everyone for watching. I'm gonna let it save before I completely close off. If you're new around here, please follow. These videos, they all get uploaded to the Acer Aesthetics additional channel like 2 weeks after. I think that's what the Twitch TOS said. But yeah, like I said, be sure to follow if you aren't already, and hopefully I'll be doing more pixel art tomorrow. Though I don't know if I'll need the resources or if I'll spend my day tomorrow just scripting out the path in that area, in the sewer area, and doing some doing some coding for specific object instances, adding some wall collisions, and actually drafting out the map. But I'll keep everyone posted on the old Discord. So thanks everyone for watching, and see you tomorrow. Kisses.